Hi everyone and welcome to Peter Ray's Adventures. Welcome to the latest live stream. As you can see, it's one of my guest chats. I have, that's just me. 1 second, let me just pause that. I have a guest here, Karin, which is AKA Karin The Sewing Thrifter on YouTube. I've linked her channel down in the description, so do go and check that and give her a sub. Today we've got a topic. We're sharing a few recent purchases that we've recently brought, taking any questions, that sort of thing. So what I'll do, I'll go down and see who we got in the chat. We did have Lucy T, Malcolm Morey, Chris B says he can't stay. We've got Richard Payne, Lisa Cotton, Chrissy, Mr. Sturd, Bexify, BCP, Steve Brano, and that's it so far. Lovely. Oh, Lexi popped in as well. Cheers for popping in. And Carla popped in. So, okay. So, Karin, do you want to tell people who may not know about your eBay background and your YouTube channel as well, just to share people about that?
Hi everyone, my name's Karin Fisher. I've been reselling for nearly 2 years now. I started off by making dust covers for games consoles, and then I was doing a search on YouTube and found Nick Hills and saw what he was doing. And in the summer, the sales of my covers are usually quite slow, so I thought I'd take up reselling when the sales were slow on the covers, and sort of reselling has took over really, and I haven't done a lot of sewing recently, which I am planning on changing. So I just work part-time, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the community, the whole social side of it, and had a lot of support from Peter in the last couple of years, so I want to say thanks to Peter. And yeah, that's about it really. I mostly sell clothes and shoes.
Oh, so that's cool. And I can also vouch for Karin's covers that she makes, because I have plenty of covers. I can also, if I can find one. I've got one here actually.
I've lost count of how many you bought actually.
Oh, the one that Karin made a little while ago for a PC tower. It's very good quality. Do you still have your Facebook page for that, or?
I do, yeah. Cover Me Up, it's called.
Cover Me Up.
So if anyone wants to message me on there, you can do about any covers. I can make any covers, not just for consoles. See, I made one for Peter for his computer, and I've made them
and consoles as well, and that sort of it.
Yeah.
So also, how did you get into doing YouTube?
Basically, just from chatting in the side chat, like in Nick and Andrea's side chat. Just quite a few people encouraged me. They wanted to see the kind of things I was buying and what I was doing, so quite a few people encouraged me to do YouTube. So I mean, I don't put out the most interesting videos, it's mostly just haul videos, but I like to do at least one video a month, really, just to, you know, because then people do miss me because I don't do that many.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's always good to show what you've got. As I say, I try and do a video, so once every 3 days, but that's just me though. But let's have a look, see who else has popped in. Karen sells clothes and the truth as well. Karen says covers for overspill of listed stock. Fair enough.
We had a discussion this morning about, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. It was all in the living room, but I had some suggestions off Karen and Carla.
Yeah, I can kind of imagine that.
Move it. And they said I've got too much free space in here, so they said I needed to put some stuff in here instead of in the living room.
Yeah, fair enough. And so basically, where do you normally source your stock?
Recently, I've had like 2 big hauls, which mostly I go to charity shops, but I from meeting someone from a northeast meetup, I got a big haul from them, and someone else contacted me from seeing me on YouTube who lived close by, and I got a big haul off her. So I haven't been doing so much charity shopping recently, although I did last week. I met up with Indie Chick.
Oh yeah.
And we went to Hartlepool and Peterlee, and I done some sourcing there. So with some half price sales, so that was quite good.
Right.
So I did well with that, with a lot of my shoes. So yeah, mostly charity shops. I don't have any car boots near me, sadly, so I go to a couple in the summer, usually with my dad when I'm in Suffolk. But I don't have any near me. So
all right. So you say you got a couple of hauls. How long, or because obviously they're quite big. How long realistically would they take you to photograph and sort out and list?
well, I've said to myself this time, because it's the summer and I do work a lot more in the summer than I do in the winter months, that 3 months really, I want to get it sorted out. It's about 200 items, so I'm sure I'm capable of doing that in 3 months. So
Yeah, no, that's always good to set yourself a target. Let's have a look. I did see someone called Colleen Ayler. Hi Peter, I'm Colleen from Knoxville, Tennessee. Learn about you through Steve and Steph. Oh, thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. It's always good to see new faces in the chat. Claire Sheen's popped in. Electronic Fire Squad, which is Brian, came here to be scandalous and obscene. I can moderate sausage fighting here.
Oh, surely not, Brian.
Lex coming with a question. What's your favourite thing to sell?
Well, anyone that knows me knows that it's shoes. I love shoes. I think it's in the blood because my mum used to work in a shoe shop, and I think she really loves shoes as well. So I've always liked shoes, and personally, I can only wear comfortable shoes and trainers. So I like buying high heels that I can never wear, but they look pretty, and then I sell them. So
yeah, that's cool. Obviously, for me, it's gaming stuff, but I've really got into other areas like toys, picking up a lot of tripods recently for cameras, all sorts of stuff, just sort of branching out. I did see Caroline Sims popped in, and Derek, which is Tap Peddler.
All right.
Cool. Cheers popping in. Okay, let's have a look. Okay.
I just see there, Peter, loads of people have been asking me if I've got size 8. And I'm afraid all the shoes I've picked up recently are 5, 6, and 7. But I will be on the lookout because there's quite a few people that are a size 8 that would buy off me.
Right.
If I had it. So
is that the optimate size then, size 8 or?
No, I just think I think people like my sister's a size 8 and she finds it really hard to get nice shoes. They don't make as many. So I do try and keep a lookout for the bigger sizes.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm a size 6, so really small feet. So I also find it hard to get shoes because most shoes I'd start at size 7. So
yeah, so you know what it's like then, yeah.
Yeah. Bexify's got a question. What's your favourite all-time brand to sell?
Well, I finally found a pair of Ferragamo shoes, which I was so pleased about. They're a high-end designer shoe, and I found some for, I think they were £2.50.
Right.
And I sold them for 30-something pound, and they were really old-fashioned Margaret Thatcher style shoes. So the prettier they are, I think the better they sell, even higher. But the brand that I sell all day long is Clark's. I always pick up Clark's because you can get them relatively cheaply. Some charity shops, they charge like £15, but if it's like £5 or less, I usually pick them up and they go for 20 to 25, depending on what they are. So
that's cool. I also saw Karen sells clothes. She said, what is the one thing you'll never ever sell again other than cameras?
Other than cameras. I picked up last summer at the boot sales, I picked up a Sony CD and radio player that goes under the counter. And what I didn't realise when I picked it up, I only paid £4 for it. and it was working fine. It's got a little remote control with it. What I didn't realise at the time is it had an American plug on it, so I had to buy the adapter plug, which is not a problem. You can get them quite easily. So I got an adapter plug, and I sold it. It took a while to go. I had it listed for ages. I think I ended up selling it for like £14 plus postage, which is not that great. And then it got returned to me saying it was broken, which it wasn't. It was so well wrapped and it wasn't broken when it got there. And they said it worked for a little while and then the drawer got stuck. So I got it returned to me broken. And so I thought, oh, I don't know if I want to sell large electronics. I wasn't really interested anyway. It was more my dad sort of saying, oh, yeah, that could do well. So I think I like the little electronics. I bought a little calculator for 45p and I sold that £15 plus postage, a little vintage Casio calculator, I think it was. So I pick up small electronics, but not big ones, I think.
Yeah, it's always that feeling though when you pick up big electronics, you've got to test it, and then if it works, and obviously you say ship it out, and then someone says, oh, it doesn't work, comes back to you in whatever condition. It's difficult.
That did put me off, yeah.
Let's have a look. DMH Products has popped in. Christine Davis has popped in. South of Sellers as well. Cheers, popping in. Oh, Richard Payne's the tripod that I got the other day. Talking about asking the other week is a Manfrotto 055C. Okay, I might write that down actually, Richard, because it was in one of my hauls. I picked up a big tripod, 055C. Okay, I'll write it down just before I forget. Frotto 055C. Okay, cheers, Richard, for that. Cheers. Hello, NASCAR man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Hopefully you have a good day as well. Let's have it. Any other questions? Do let us know. Trying to think. So, do you want to share your first item that you got?
Okay. Well, funnily enough, it is actually a camera, but it's not from the camera haul that I got. This was my husband's camera when he was a kid, and he found it recently, so he wants me to sell it because he just uses his camera on his phone. And it's in absolutely lovely condition. Now, I got one of these in the haul, but it was cracked. This one is in perfect condition.
Oh, wow, it looks lovely.
And it's got a lovely Polaroid case that's in really good condition as well. So this has been sat in his old bedroom for 20 plus years.
Wow.
So it's in really lovely condition. And what I did want to ask the chat, if anybody knows, is if I buy a cartridge for this, can I only put it in and use it the one time? Can I take it out and test another camera with it? Or once I put it in, is that it? I would like to know, because I don't know whether it's worth my while buying a cartridge just to test this. But, you know, I would like to test the other one I've got as well, because then I could maybe sell the other one I've got for a bit more money. So,
how much does that sort of camera go for?
I think because it's in such good condition, and if I can test it and show that it works, it could be about £30, I think.
Wow, nice.
I haven't checked recently, but I checked a while ago. So.
Cool. BCP there says you can reuse it, and Karen says I'm sure even the blank cartridges hold the battery power to charge them.
Yeah.
And Richard Payne says yes.
Right.
Okay. So by what we're saying, you can reuse them.
I would like to put in the listing that it's tested and working though, so that's why I'd like to buy a cartridge to test both of them. As I say, the other one's been dropped and it's got some cracks sort of round the bit where you put the cartridge in, so I'd just like to test that and see. But this one's in lovely condition, as you can see.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's cool. It's always a nice thing to sort of have, and when it's in very good condition like that. I did see a question from Lex. Oh, there. If you weren't a reseller, what other career would you like other than ninja or hitman?
Well, I like to think I was very good at my old career, which is a receptionist, because I don't know if you can tell, but I can be quite bossy and I don't take any rubbish off people. So I used to be like, you know, but then I get on with everyone. I'm
Yeah.
you know, pretty easygoing. I can get on with most people, and I think those are good attributes to have when you're a receptionist. So, and I was quite, believe it or not, I was quite good under pressure, which I would say I'm not now, but I used to be good under pressure.
Yeah, you definitely need it for a receptionist. Blimey, all the mad people you get in
Yeah.
after appointments.
And every day I used to go on a tannoy system that went over a whole big day centre to call out people's names for their taxis. So I used to do that every afternoon, which I really enjoyed. I used to make it, if it was like Christmas, I'd try and make them Christmassy and make people laugh. So
that sounds really fun.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a day centre for disabled adults that I used to work. There 7 years, and I did love it. It was a great job.
Let's have a look. Oh, Richard Payne. It says you can test using an old film. Won't be able to take a picture, but can still test it powers up.
Yeah, because I saw someone. I think it was Lex said before that if I bought a cartridge that's got the, you know, not being used, then if I took it out, it would expose it to the light, so it might not work.
I think so, with the Polaroids, yeah. I've had a couple, but I'm not that familiar with them. But it's just learning about different types of things. Let's have a look. Oh, Death by Glamour's popped in. Thanks for popping in. But I think like around where I am, I've got 3 local car boots in the about 5-mile radius. Quite a few charity shops. Well, only thing I don't have is auctions. There's not an auction that realistically that near me. It's the same with a jumble sale. You very rarely see a jumble sale. I went to one back in February. That's the first one I've been to in about a year.
Yeah, I've never found any around my area. There's a tabletop sale nearby, and it costs 50p to get in. And I know that sounds a bit tight, but sometimes you pay the 50p and there's nothing in there.
Yeah, and you sort of
get annoyed when I do that.
Yeah. It's 50p. Oh no, it's £1 at my local car boot before 8:30, and then after that it's 50p. But obviously at my, as people know with the car boots, you get there early to try and battle with the vultures. They come and start rummaging. But yeah, because this weekend I'm selling at my local car boot, so getting rid of that. Me and my mum are selling at the car boot. So we've been saying about it for ages, but this weekend it's a nice weather, so before I get it done, get rid of it all.
I was laughing I was smirking before at Lex's question. Can you see it there?
Oh yeah. If you had one leg longer than the other, would you wear custom shoes or walk in circles?
I'd have my legs shortened.
To be fair, I might wear custom shoes, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like the old 70s ones with big heels. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, George F says there's an auction in Sunbury. Oh, that's not far from me. I'll have to have a look it up. All the auctions.
There is an auction house in Felixstowe where my mum and dad are, but they never seem to have they don't have auctions very often, and they never seem to have them on when I'm there, because I would like to go to an auction. Yeah,
that's fair enough. Yeah, same, but I just as I said, I don't see them very often, and it's taking the sort of time out to go and view at the auction, view the stuff, and then go back and bid, and then you may not get anything anyway. But yeah, it's tricky. Claire Sheen says she'll walk in circles. Fair enough. Oh, and Karen's got a good question. Do you think that learning to drive could help?
Definitely, but I every time I go home to my parents, my dad nags me about it. He's been nagging me for years.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's just a confidence thing, really. I get really, really stressed doing it, and when I get really stressed, I end up getting nosebleeds, which I know sounds weird, but it's happened to me quite a few times when I've been really stressed out for a long period of time. I end up getting a really bad nosebleed. So yeah, when I was doing lessons before, I just kept having nosebleeds all the time. So I gave up having lessons.
Yeah, it's tricky with confidence. Sort of like I decided to drive when I was 18, when I was at college. It took me Well, actually, no, I started when I was 17. Actually, it took me just over a year to pass my tests and learn to drive, but it was kind of confidence. I knew the instructor anyway, so we got a good deal on the lessons. But it's like it's sort of like learning. Yeah, it's tricky, but I know like Steve Greener said he would learn himself, but he's thinking of the cost involved because it's not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't regret it one bit, to be honest. But to be fair, these days I've got bad habits when I drive. But dear,
Yes,
yeah.
I was going to mention that, Peter. You've had a super chat.
Oh, I have indeed, yes. Thanks, Print Me Up. I'd like to thank you for a lovely live chat without money mental anywhere near it. Thanks, Print Me Up. Cheers for the super chat. Luckily, he's got to go out with his day job.
Right.
Yes, he has a day job, but oh dear, yeah. I'm sure he'll be live at some point. Are you going to vlog the boot sale? I would do, but they're very, very particular about filming at my local boot sale. It's basically like I've seen people film. I think I filmed once before, and because I was okay last summer, I think it was, and I was going to film like a few months ago when the car boot started, but I did ask the person in charge and say no, you can't film. Not allowed to film because obviously with the car boots you're filming people. I know a lot of people secretly have their GoPro strapped to them or on his shoulder or like under their coat with a zip half down, but I would do normally, but he's sort of not allowed to do it. So it's I can understand why to be honest, but
I felt very self-conscious about filming outside. I've gone too many times
yeah.
and then not done it because I do feel really self-conscious about it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't mind filming in charity shops. I always pick and choose which charity shops to film in. I always try and do the larger ones because if you do a small one, then you've got like I've got a big camera, and to be fair, they don't really bother. They know you're doing it, but they're not really fussed. I've never had anyone stop me from filming in a charity shop, but I've had people look at me funny, but not stop me from filming. But I understand that with the filming outside. Because you get self-conscious, people looking at you and what you're doing. And if people come up to you and say, have you got a YouTube channel or what you're doing? It's like, whoa. I had that on Saturday when I went to Bushy Park. It's a local park, not that far from me. And I did a big vlog. I got a first preview video out on my channel. And I had a couple of people, couple of youths. What I call chavs.
Yeah.
One in the park and one in Kingston, where I did a bit of films. Like, oh, have you got a channel? I'll sub to you. I don't mind that so much now. When I first started getting recognised, it was like, oh, what do I say? I always used to forget to ask their names. I'm like, I'll walk away and go, what's their name? But yeah, I've met quite a few people out and about. But it's just the more you grow, the more people recognise me.
Well, I've noticed a couple of my husband watches a couple of gamers who do YouTube, and when they're out and about, I've noticed they zoom in quite close on their face, so they don't catch anyone else in the background. So they're just filming themselves, really. And I suppose that's a way that you can stop people from being funny or saying, "Are you filming me?" You could just film yourself, and not so much your surroundings, I suppose.
Yeah, totally. I think Christine Davis says her car boot, where she is, starts at a very decent time at 10 o'clock.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good because my local starts at 6 o'clock, and no, I think it's 7 o'clock. But people are there. People are always there about 20 to 7, outside waiting, because it's on like a big grass field. So Richard Payne says he doesn't see jumble sales. Never find good ones, but been to a few, but always 2 or 3 tables of rubbish. Well, if you go to Nick and Andrew where they live, they find everything in a in a small radius. Let's have a look. Southwest Sellers gets a lot of his stuff from auctions. Much better to spend a few hours in an auction and fill the car. Yeah, totally. If you know what you're looking at.
I know for a fact my dad's dream would be for me to go into business with him.
Yeah.
Us have a little like small warehouse. He would go to the auctions because he's really into auctions, antiques, all that kind of thing. He would do that side. I would do the clothes. He'd help me out sort of money wise and invest into it. That's what I know. He would love to do that with me, but the trouble is we're 300 miles apart.
Yeah, that's the
he's
only
tried
thing.
since he's retired. He's tried so many different little projects, and he never quite keeps going with them. And I feel like it's because I'm not there to nag at him.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's have a look. KLC Reselling's popped in, which is Louise, and Jasmine Banbury's popped in. She's popping in. Lisa says as well she needs to learn to drive. Yeah, it's a good. I know it costs a lot of money and it might take a while, but you can sort of be able to go further afield for sourcing for stock. Because I find if you go to local places, you've been there loads of times and you just see the same old stuff. But if you go,
I'm quite lucky. I've got lots of towns around me, so I've got quite a lot of places to go. And I'm lucky in the fact that soon I'll be getting my my free bus pass.
Wow.
Because of my condition, I'm eligible for that now.
Oh, lovely. That's all right.
Yeah, I'll have a free bus pass, so that'll be good. So it won't cost me anything to go to these different places.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Obviously, I live. Obviously, where I live, it's on the border of Surrey and London. But obviously, I go into London a lot, so I've got a London bus pass, so an Oyster card. So I just top it up every so often, and so. But it's not the same as free, but it's sort of like where you go to different areas out of the London area. So you think, right, how much is the bus? Because it can be quite expensive. Alexa's got a question there. If you had to sell your reseller lady's friend on eBay, who would you list as buy it now? Who would you take offers on? And who would you auction at 99p?
Well, Lex, I can't answer that question because I love you all the same. So I'm not going to even think about that one.
I'll do it for the lads. I'll just do one. I'll just stick Andrew Money Mental on 99p auction.
Make sure you put the postage on. Because he'll probably get returned.
Probably would, yeah. Someone probably tapes his mouth up, yeah. Oh dear. What I'll do now, I'll just quickly share with you what I brought. I went to a charity shop near me, about 5 minutes from where I live. It's called Deborah. And they do like used stuff, but their clothes are all £1.99 each. So I picked up this Sunderland of Scotland. It's a golfing jacket. So it's a short-sleeved, all-weather golfing jacket. I knew the brand because I watched a lot of golf and that sort of thing. And for £1.99, I'm not sure exactly what it's worth yet. I need to check it out.
Do you know how much that would have been new? It's an expensive brand.
Yeah, some of them are like £29, £39 new. I'll have a look. They've probably got a website. And it's a short sleeve golfing jacket, say like amateur golfers wear. So not too bad for £1.99. So if anyone knows in the chat about this brand, any like obviously have you sold it before, keywords? Because I'm trying to learn about clothes and that sort of thing. So not too bad as such. It's a large, by the way, as well. So not bad for £1.99.
I was going to say, with men's clothes, I try and stick with large or extra large because they're a bit more desirable.
Yeah.
Smaller sizes.
Yeah, fair enough. It was funny. Yesterday, I had a guy message me about 5 times like I had a t-shirt on. It's just a like a t-shirt with a little logo on it, and it was only worth £15, nothing more. And it asked me every measurement conceivable, even though it's in the listing. It asked me about the logo. It asked me everything. I was like, well, it's in the listing. Do you not read the listing?
You didn't say? Did you say that? Did you just say if you have a look in the listing, it'll?
I did indeed, but
Yeah.
he still went ahead and asked me questions. So I thought better be polite.
Some people are very particular.
They are indeed. Yep.
They like to ask lots of questions.
They do indeed. Let's have a look.
I'm just having a look for you because I can't see anyone answering.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if anyone's popped in. I think so, but let's have a look.
So the men's coats seem to go for the highest prices, around £35, £45.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Trousers 25. I haven't seen a short sleeved one yet.
No, it's quite odd. I think I've seen like some long sleeve ones, but not short sleeved.
There's a gilet sold for 17 plus postage.
Ah, cool.
I reckon you could put at least 15 plus postage. Maybe go higher, and then you could put offers.
Yeah, definitely. Because obviously the summer is supposed to be on its way. Get it listed as soon as possible, and then I can go higher, and then obviously take offer. Yeah.
Someone suggesting they'll use poncho as a keyword.
Poncho, rightio. I'll write it down. Let me write that down before I forget. Hello, Ad. Thanks for popping in. Just seen ads there. Poncho, lovely. Keyword. Lovely. Yeah. Perfect. Always like to get a good keywords on the listings. Always helps. Because I went through like 80% of my listings yesterday and did everyone individually, changing some titles, prices, description, that sort of thing. And I managed to get a little sale out of it, but it's just now it's obviously on good till cancelled. Just sort of I kind of forget to do it. Relist automatically, so I need to go through. So I just went through quite a lot. I've got a few on auctions and a few that are on sale at the moment. But
are you putting anything in the SKU box? You know, when you're listing stuff, are you putting anything in the SKU box?
Yeah, I do.
Because I put the date when I've listed it in there, and then when I'm looking at my listings, I can clearly see how long it's been on, and it's much easier than filtering by how long it's been listed.
Yeah, it's always a good idea. What did Derek say there? I have a secret button cam to test out this week. Quality isn't great, but acceptable. I think for the great footage. That's right, because Derek, he didn't get a GoPro, but he got one of those cheaper ones with a button, like really like these square things for car boots. Oh, you have to let us know how it goes. Let's have a look. Karen's saying, other than meetups, I've only ever been recognised by one person out and about. Yes, it's that thing. It can be quite difficult to be recognised. It's nice to be recognised, but more you get established on certain like YouTube and eBay and that sort of thing, in a way, harder it can be, because like when you go around church shops, auctions, car boots, they know what you're kind of looking for in that respect. But it doesn't worry me, to be honest. I always have some good chats with people. Any other questions, do let me know.
Do you want me to show one of the?
Yeah, cool. You can share now. Yeah.
I did mention in a side chat, it might have been one of yours, to Chris B, that I had some Xbox games and I had no clue, and he said the Steelbook ones do quite well. And I actually I have got a Steelbook one, which is Hitman.
Yeah.
It says the complete first season. I don't know. I haven't looked at prices, but I've seen someone in the chat there asking how they turn the barcode scanner noise off. So I'll see if mine actually does that noise, because yours did, didn't it?
Yeah, I've not been able to turn it off, to be honest. I've been pressing buttons on it and it's still buzzing.
All right. I've not tried it recently, so I'll try it.
No,
I can't make any noise. So sold.
It's kind of annoying though when you're in chat shop and go ping.
About a tenner.
Oh, it's not bad. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have no clue. I've got about, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
5,
sure the chat will know.
10, 13 games in total. So people can let me know if they want. So I've got Forza 7. I was playing Forza 4 with my husband yesterday, and it didn't go well. I just kept crashing the car. It was terrible.
I haven't played a racing game in ages, but yeah.
What else have I got? I've got Fallout 76.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's any good. Battlefield 5. Forza. I've got Tom Clancy's The Division. Battlefield Revolution.
Ooh.
Farming Simulator 15. Why he's got that, I do not know.
Well, some of these farming simulators and stuff like that do go for okay money.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Ah, cool.
Halo 5 Guardians. Euro Fishing Collector's Edition. I can understand that one because he does like fishing.
Right. That's fair enough.
A Way Out. Not heard of that.
Way Out. No, I've not heard of it. No, I haven't got an Xbox 3 but
Dead Rising 3.
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah. And Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Just there. So that's all of them.
Yeah, because some of these games they do go back up and down in pricing structure all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas different versions of the games come out, and then other ones, older ones, go up a little bit in value.
Is that really Lex, or is that some person pretending to be Lex? Because all the questions are really silly. She just trying to make. I seen her asking what my dance moves are. To be very, very honest, Lex, I have to be quite inebriated to get up on the dance floor.
Yeah, same here. I have to be a bit drunk.
And if a woodchuck, would you chuck your wood, or would you save it for the winter? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, what chuck a wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I could do that.
Oh dear. What? Okay, I won't read that one out from ads. Okay.
I think it's something to do with his Instagram.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, Derek went to a boot sale in Hempstead. That the weekend, the entry was £2 per person. Very steep. That's right. Did you buy anything at the boot sale? Can't remember if you said you did or not. Lisa has one starts at 11 and the other at 2:30. Only if I could dream that mine's like 7 o'clock in the morning. But up until 12. That's a good point actually, George F, with the scouts. Because I have a load of scout groups near me. I do need to check it out. There's a Radio Jackie. If people know who are from like Epsom, Chesington, Surbiton, that sort of area. They run the radio station out of Tolworth Tower, which is about 10 minutes from me. Right. And they've got a website, and they always list all the events within a big radius, like jumble sales, car boot, that sort of thing. So I do need to go back on there and have a look.
I was gonna say you could always do a Google search, jumble sales near, and then put your postcode and see what comes up. Yeah,
totally. Oh, Karen says she's got to go. She's packing up work for the day. Needs to do housework. Right, Karen. Thanks for popping in. Let's have a look.
I was supposed to make lasagna before this, and I didn't get around to doing it, so I'll have to do it tomorrow.
Fair enough. And Kyla's got to go as well. Thanks for popping in, Kyla. Let's have a look. Just going down. Oh, Lisa C's popped in. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Yeah, as I say, I don't really dance that much, and unless I've had quite a few to drink. Yeah.
I was saying the other day, I've literally had 2 drinks this year.
Yeah, I don't really drink that often.
glass of wine and a glass of Baileys.
But to be fair, I had a few pints when I went out on Saturday vlogging. Because I went on the bus near me to Kingston upon Thames, which is about 40 minutes, and then from there I can get, like, they do boat trips. And I got a boat trip to Bushy Park. They do one to Richmond upon Thames and one to Bushy Park, which is like Hampton, right next to Hampton Court Palace. And it's not much. It's like £10 to near Hampton Court Palace, and then £11 I think it is to Richmond, which is like an hour, but it only takes 35 minutes to get to that Hampton. And they've got an onboard bar area there, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice to just chill out because weather was nice. I thought I might as well make use of it.
Sounds nice, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 6 vlogs coming from there.
Sick.
Yeah, not as much as I filmed at Richmond, but because obviously it's Bushy Park's a little bit smaller. It's second largest royal park.
Little ones, are they? Just little blogs.
Yeah, Richmond Park ones were 20 odd minutes long, and these ones would be about 12, 13, 14 minutes from Bushy Park. But Claire's got to go as well. Cheers, popping in. Apparently Derek's got a video coming out shortly showing what I do with good till cancelled. Have a good results from my methods. Okay, we'll check that out, Derek. If you say, if anyone's in the chat and they've got a channel, do go and sub to them if you're on the PC by pressing the 3 dots, go to channel and look at their videos and subscribe. Also, you
can do it on your phone as well.
You can indeed, yes.
Yeah, you can click on them on your phone. It takes you through to their channel. Yeah,
definitely. You can go on the phone and do it that way as well. I have linked Karin's YouTube channel down below in the description. Go and check it out and check all the hauls and videos on there, and do give her a subscribe.
If you like shoes, I've just done a big shoe haul on Sunday.
Definitely, if you like shoes, there you go. Let's have a look. I'll share with you this game. If people remember, it's called Black and White. It's an older PC game. I got it for £1. This is like the white pack. You got the black one and the white one in different separate ones. It's basically you create monsters, an open world simulator. It plays online, 8 players. It's back in the early 2000s, and your monsters can grow and grow in height. You have got the black version. It's worth some decent money, and you've got the what do you call it? The expansion pack. You've got 2 expansion packs for black and white, which are worth decent money. I think one's on for like £17 or something like that. It's quite a good game.
So how much would you sell that for?
This one, I would wait until I got black and white 2, and then see if I can get the expansion packs. Once that's all done, I could probably get about £17 to £20 on these. This one, the first one's only worth about £3 or £4. But if I wait for a bundle, I'm sure I see it, because it's like anything. I normally walk past stuff and go, and because obviously when I've been out vlogging before in chart shops and that sort of thing, people often say, "Oh, you missed so and so." I'm like, "Oh, did I? Whoops, I didn't realise that." But it's always just knowing what to pick up, because I look at things and think, is that the right one that people picked up, or is it not the right one? It's quite difficult to sort of, but.
Have you got space for could you put a little notepad in your pocket and write down, if you're picking up? I
could indeed, yeah. It's just
write down what you've got.
Yeah, just remembering to actually take a notepad out.
Maybe write it on a bit of paper and keep it in your wallet.
Yeah, definitely.
Stuff you've got for your bundles, and then you know what you've got and what you haven't got.
Yeah, totally. Yep. Yeah, it's always a good idea, actually.
Because I've got my little notepad that I keep in my bag for brand names.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
In them.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to actually knowing what you've got. It's like the same sort of thing I do with my, because obviously I collect games and I've got a big gaming collection. I've got like I printed off from, I think it's Wikipedia, all the games, and then I just tick them off what ones I've got. I need to update that, but it's sort of a similar thing with the reselling side. So that's nothing on my list to get sorted out. Let's have a look. Anyone else? Oh, Double Karma's popped in. I'm not sure if I said hello to him, because obviously quite a lot of these people in his chat are from the America and different areas. Million military popped in as well. Let's have a look.
I saw earlier someone saying that they thought BCP and Money Mental were the same person. I can assure you they're not, because BCP is from my neck of the woods. He's from Newcastle, so he lives near me somewhere. But he's
to be fair though, I can understand how they would think that, because obviously they're all on YouTube all day. One's watching and one's live anyway. But yeah, I always call him the reselling vampire, YouTube vampire.
Yeah.
Because wherever you are, he's always on something.
Well, he assures me he hasn't got a beard, but in my mind, he wears like one of those hats, and he's got a really long beard and long hair that he's got in a plait down his back, and glasses, and he's surrounded by stuff, and all his curtains are closed. This is my image of him, but I'm probably just totally wrong.
Oh dear. And not a big, not one of those big raincoats, big Macs.
No, just like, like a hippie, although I can't remember how old he said he was. I think he's in his late 40s.
Something like that, yeah. I know he's not on Facebook. I'm not sure if BCP's on Instagram or. Oh, I'm not sure really, but yeah, it's always nice to know who he is. Let's have a look. Derek was saying when he went to Hempstead, he got a few good things, but as we were away, we didn't have much space in the car. As usual, no haul from the hall this week. Eva's wanted to get it listed. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's that sort of thing where you got to sort of prioritize your time to sort of, because I've got loads of items I need cleaning, so I need to prioritize my time to get that cleaned, then photograph and then list it. But it's like if you've got a lot of stuff, like hauls and bags all around, you're thinking what to do first. But Vexify has just been given 4 Bing bags full of clothes to sell. Fair enough. Hopefully that goes well for you. I did say Michelle Latham's popped in. Cheers, popping in. Let's have a look.
BCP has just said that he's got short hair, no glasses, no beard, but he is surrounded by tat.
Yeah, he usually is. Yep. I don't know how he gets time to list because he's always on chatting to people. Let's have a look. Lisa Cotton says her car boots are free. Wow. Not sure where you're from, but cool, blimey. That'll be the day if they're free. Any other questions, do let us know. Bianca's popped in as well. She's popping in. So have you got anything else to share with Karin, or?
No, that's it really. I didn't really want to bore people with my clothes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I understand that.
Just like women's, most of you people in here aren't really interested in women's clothes, so just run of the mill stuff really. Yeah,
that's cool. Tyler Heron's popped in as well. Yeah, it's like BCP. What Double Karma was saying. Double Karma, he was saying, just a note, I do not have any videos on my channel, so no need to sub. It's like BCP was on 280 odd subscribers with no videos. Or
BCP,
whatever it was the other day.
Do one where you're not in it. Just do something so there's something on there. You don't have to be in it. You don't even have to talk. You could just film something and put something on the screen. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, I watch a couple of channels who do that, who just put it on the screen and do a little voiceover. But to be fair, I've got too many channels. I mean, watch later list is too big. Sam's popped in, which is reselling Polly. Thanks for popping in. Any other questions? What I'll do, I'll share with you these. I picked these. They're like from the these ones. If you can see here, if they're from like the Mail on Sunday, and then you've got these ones from newspapers.
Is it all music, or have you got oh, there's a pub
No,
quiz
some of them are music like these, Bee Gees.
yeah.
No, I've got here. Let me just have a look.
Did I see a pub quiz?
Yep, the pub quiz of 2008.
Oh.
Yeah, I picked these lot up from my local club. I go to a bowls club. I went this morning to play, and they were having them advertised as free. But I thought I'd give them a little 50p donation. It all goes towards the upkeep of the club. Also, what we got here? Oh, just have a look. The Slipper and the Rose. I think that's a film.
Yes.
Never heard of it, but
yeah, I think I watched.
Most of these though, I will bundle up, like put the music together, films, that sort of thing. I've got The Great War. Just pull out a few. If you're into your gardener's world, Monty Don.
Oh, that's what Monty's named after Monty Don.
Fair enough, yeah. When I picked it up, my mum's were with me. She goes, because she likes Garden's World. She said, "I don't want that for Christmas." I want to give it to you for Christmas.
You don't buy a Christmas present?
Oh.
You do, or you don't?
Yeah, I do. I give her stuff for Christmas, but she goes, "I don't want that for Christmas."
Right, okay.
She's a big fan. I've got Nuns on the Run, a film.
Yeah, comedy. Yeah.
Just quite a lot of stuff. This one, golfer, Jack Nicholson, golfer.
Jack Nicklaus.
Nicholas Webber, yeah, Nicholas. I get them mixed up.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, just other ones as well, mainly music, classical music and other bits, 70s. But most of these will get bundled up in different sections. But I've just got to look at them all individually. Some might be worth like £5-6 or so, but it's not big money or so. To be fair.
Like, didn't you pay 50p for the whole lot? So
I paid for the whole lot, yeah.
Yeah,
because I gave them a donation.
Exactly. Worth doing.
Yeah, definitely, of course. Let's have a look, see what else. Everyone's trying to egg on to get BCP to do videos.
Even if he just does a video of, like, I don't know, like what he's got or stuff that he likes selling. He doesn't have to say anything. Even if it's like 5 minutes long, it'd just be really interesting.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, of course it would. Because Tyler Heron's just subbed to BCP. The pressure is on. It's like Richard Payne. He's been saying for a while that he'll need to get videos done. Because obviously Derek will know from Hitchin Meetup and Bristol as well. We're saying, why don't you do some videos?
I think we had a question up a bit, Peter.
What's that?
I think there was a question before. If you scroll back a bit. I think it was off Bexify.
Bexify, let me have a look. Oh, question to both of you. What's your average amount of listings you like to put up per day? You want to start, Karin?
Mine's very different because I set myself a challenge to list a lot more this month. I probably only list about 30 items a month, usually. But so far this month I've done 60. So you know, I think I had over 100 on my ticky box, but I don't think I'll get to that. I might do, but it really depends on how I feel. So although the theory is that you should really list something every day, so I think in future I might keep stuff in drafts. When I'm having a good day and I do a lot of listings, I'll keep some in drafts and maybe release like 5 a day to keep me ticking over, rather than I tend to do them in big chunks and then have quite a few days without doing any. So I might try and see if that increases my sales, actually just putting 5 on a day or something.
Yeah, I think that's what is a good way to do it. put it into drafts.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of do, because I have like days as like a couple of days here or there or wherever else. I try and list every day, like try and do at least 5 to 10 listings a day. But it's sort of that sort of thing. But I kind of think like depends what you're listing. You can list 10 items that are only worth on overall about 30 quid, but or whatever, and then you can list one item that's worth
Exactly.
40,
Yeah.
45. So
Depends on the quality of your items.
Yeah.
And Tap Peddler Derek's saying there that I should schedule them, but I'm only on a basic shop, so it costs me if I schedule. So it's
Yeah,
just
that's the same with me.
drafts and then just release them, because I sadly, when you've got a basic shop, you don't get the scheduling for free.
No, so that's unfortunate, but it's just fine as doing a draft, because I just like, because obviously I put all the photos through my phone to the I do the draft on the PC and then I just put it through my phone.
I do most of my listing on my phone, because I can do it at different places in the house, because I find it very hard to sit here at the computer all the time.
Oh, right.
I seize up quite a lot, so it's easier for me to either sit on the bed and do it, and I try and move about every so often.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I find it very hard to sit at a desk and work now, so probably because I've done that for a lot of years. So it feels like I'm not working if I'm sitting on the bed, whereas
I understand,
at a desk, it feels like I'm working.
Yeah, it's because you need to sort of move around and you get quite stiff. But yeah, like obviously I sit at the PC quite a bit, but I do like move around quite a bit. Like I'm picking up my items to list, or if I'm going downstairs for something or whatever else. But I sort of like, as I say, do it because I normally either listen to a bit of music or have something on the telly on the background.
Yeah.
If it's a DVD or a bit of whatever else on. Because obviously I tend
it's good to have a break every so often though, and not look at a screen for too long. So that's not
of course,
that's
what I used to get.
Having a dog, because I have to take him out for walks and stuff.
Yeah, it's always a good exercise though, taking your dog out for a walk. Yeah, because that's what I used to get told when I used to be at college years ago, and they say like, because I did IT, and I say you can only have a certain amount of time on the PC, you have to have breaks.
Yeah,
which is true. Yeah, obviously. That's what I try and tend to do. But obviously nowadays I've sort of like cut down on social media, cut down on watching YouTube videos, watching live streams, so I can actually focus on getting like work items listed, photographed, cleaned, and getting up. Because obviously I've probably got about I would say about at least 40 items. I know it don't sound a lot, but quite a lot of the items are quite like bulky, like shoes, tripods. What else have I got? I got all sorts of stuff.
How do you find doing yourself a timetable, Peter? Would that work for you or not? Or do you like to just do a bit of work and then do you not have a structure to your day, or do you like a timetable?
I try and sort of structure it, but I'm just as and when.
Yeah.
It's a sort of thing. I think, right, I'm going to go and do this, but it never pans out.
What about to-do lists? I always write myself to-do lists, and then I know what I've got to do. Then I don't forget anything.
Yeah, I do that for various things, but normally I'm always doing 3 or 4 things at once. I like normally, especially with YouTube, I'm because the other day I was uploading a YouTube video, I was doing a bit of listing, even I was checking some prices, even I was doing something else. It's just the way I work. It's chaos, but I find it works. Someone else can say, "Why do you do it like that?" Why not? But yeah, it's a good idea actually to do a list. I just like forget to look at it.
I mean, my list that I've done there is stuff that I want to get done by the end of the month, so I don't put too much pressure on myself, because I think if you put yourself a daily to-do list, it'll often be that you put stuff off and then it goes on to the next day's to-do list. So usually when I do myself a to-do list, it's usually for at least a week, so I've got plenty of time to get stuff done.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's always good to do lists. I know a lot of the resellers do lists, and they have structure to them, to their days and weeks.
Yeah.
I've just noticed BCP has 372 subs.
Wow.
Wow.
Half as many as me.
Yeah. Damn. Let's have a look. Any other questions? We'll be on a couple more minutes. Death by Glamour, photos in bulk, drafts in bulk when I can. Try and get 5 to 10 live a day.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I do photograph in bulk normally, so
Yeah.
I really should do that.
Do you do like your photographing the listing in the morning or afternoon, or does it vary?
Well, until recently, I used to. Well, I still will with my clothes. I get a lot of good natural light in here first thing in the morning. The sun comes straight in first thing, and I've got my photography area opposite the window, so I get good light in the morning. So I usually try and take my clothes pictures then, and then just next to me here, I've got the photography, the light and everything, and my white board, but I do all the shoes on and my stand. So I can do that pretty much any time. It doesn't have to be daylight because I've got me photographic light. So, you know, I'm going to try and do a bit of work after this, which normally I've stopped for the day, but I didn't do much this afternoon. So I'll try and do a bit of work this evening.
Yeah, I think tonight I'm doing some listing and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I find I try and do it during the days when I can. But normally, I find I get more done in the evenings, even though there's a lot more going on via YouTube, Facebook. But I just seem to switch off.
I'm better in the daytime, to be honest. Yeah. The more the day goes on, the more tired I get. So I'm better sort of first thing rather than later on. But my husband's on late shifts for the next 3 days, so he doesn't go to work till 12.
All right.
So, and then he doesn't get home till 11:15. So you know, I've got the evening, so I can put something on the TV and maybe do some listing this evening. So
yeah, definitely. Why not? Might as well. Assuming you can list, assuming sales come through. Bectify likes a good list, and Tylen Heron says to-do lists make it sound like a job. But it's a good
I do lists for everything, though. To be fair, I write shop. I have to write shopping lists because I forget otherwise what I need at the supermarket. I've got umpteen bits of paper in front of me here with different lists on for different things. I'm such a list maker, always have been. So that's just me, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Yeah, I kind of do that, like with all sorts, especially from like my YouTube side of things. I write everything down, because obviously, like when people do hauls and stuff, they can sort of remember what they paid for it. I have to go down and write it all down.
Oh yeah,
right. Like if I'm going somewhere, I've got a list for that, or I just normally put it on my phone on the camera, on the calendar, and then just schedule it to come through. I see Southwest Sellers has got to go. He's going through an auction catalogue. Takes 2 to 3 hours to go through. Wow. Enjoy that one. Tylen Heron's just saying, BCP, just turn your camera phone on, point at your tap for 2 minutes, and then it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what Bianca said earlier, he will get so many. Imagine how many subs he would get if he start doing videos. Damn. Yep. Anyone else got any quick questions? Christian Davis.
Quickly, hasn't it?
Yep. So thanks everyone for popping in, much appreciated, and thanks Karin for sharing your recent purchase and coming on for this live stream.
You're very welcome.
Do go and sub to Karin. It's in the description below, and check out her videos. Do give her a like and subscribe and leave her a nice comment. Also, that leaves me to say thanks everyone for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, thanks for watching and take care and have fun. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.